So after the last 4 or 5 videos of me basically just digging and weeding flower beds, hopefully this one will be a little bit more interesting to you. This is going to be my first hedge cut of the year. This is normally my first hedge cut of the year as well. This is the one I do primarily through the winter time. This is the one I get on top of before the spring comes round, so before the birds are all doing their nesting type things. Also, it's the first time I've used the hedge cutter in quite a while, so you'll see me just checking all the grease type thing before I get started. I will just top it up with grease and make sure everything's going to plan before I get started. So I'm on the way to cut the outside of a hedge. When I come round with the ladders to do the top, I have to bring everything, ladders, hedge cutter, all at the same time, and it's a bit of a struggle. But this hedge needs doing once a year. There's a dead bird, which is lovely. This hedge needs doing once a year. I'll turn you around and show you. This is the other side of the garden that I do quite a bit. Needs just cutting back. It's not all that much tidying up needs doing. There's a big ditch this side, which all the rubbish normally falls into, so it's not too much tidying away, thankfully. And it doesn't have to be that pretty, so I'm just going to hack it up, smash it down and get to it. So the first thing I want to say about this video is I know it looks like I'm quite close to the road, but I do think it's an optical illusion, something to do with the camera, because I'm not actually that close to the road. There's like a verge and a pathway between sort of where the road starts. So although it looks like I'm working right on the edge of the road, I'm not. Is quite a bit between me and the road. It's just a bit of an optical illusion. If I was working any closer, I would have a high-vis jacket on, but I didn't really feel the need to it. I'm not working in the road. I'm just working next to it. The worst thing I find about cutting this hedge, and probably the one reason why I do it only once a year, is it's such a pain to get all the bits and pieces round here which I need to cut the hedge. I normally need to bring a ladder, the hedge cutter itself, my ear defenders, face guard type thing, and because it is where it is, this hedge, it's right on the side of the road. I can't ever leave anything round here, so when I come round I generally have to carry round the ladder, face guard, hedge cutter, everything all at the same time. And then if for any reason I forget anything, say for example I need to fill up with petrol, I then have to carry everything back round to the van again. I'm not taking the risk. I would never leave the hedge cutter on the side of the road. I wouldn't leave the henchman ladders on the side of the road. So what I normally do on this hedge is have a go down first with the hedge cutter attachment, and I'll go down and just cut everything which I can cut with the hedge cutter. Anything that's over, gone a bit thick, and there's a few bits and pieces in here which need cutting back with the saw, I'll put the pruner attachment on, and at the end I'll go down and just cut everything back with that, which I can't get with the trimmer. As well as cutting the hedge, I'm actually also cutting any of the rubbish down which is growing up in the little ditch in front of the hedge. When I do that though, I do have to be very careful. There's always some rubbish that has been chucked in there. Not just general rubbish, I mean like iron bars and wire, that sort of thing. So I am constantly sort of checking where I'm working, making sure someone hasn't thrown an old bike in this rubbish, in the ditch, that sort of thing. So yeah, I do try and keep the ditch a little bit clearer. You'll see also that I'm going over the hedge, not just cutting it back. I'm cutting the bits that I'm cutting into smaller pieces. That's just to cut down on the amount of waste that I'm making, and any bits and pieces that do fall down into the ditch don't hang around for too long. They generally will rot down pretty quick. Although further on down this ditch there is like an old dead tree trunk in the ditch itself, which I didn't put there, obviously it's been there for years, but so I don't think the little hedge clippings which I'm getting in there are going to matter too much. basically what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to, you know, just cut the yearly growth off of it. It's not pretty, it's really not pretty, but it's necessary. I've got to do it. If I don't do it, then the hedge will start taking over. When I do the top, I'll mostly do the top. I've got to just go and fill up petrol. When I do the top of this hedge, I will come round here with a henchman ladder. I will just sort of push as much of the top as I can get, but I like to do most of the top from the other side, just for the fact that I don't have to carry all my stuff around here. So, and I've just got to go and fill up, and then I'll be back at it. If you've been watching my channel for the last 5-6 years since I've been doing it, the Kombi engine which I'm using in this video has been the one I've used throughout all of my videos. If I ever do hedge cutting, this is the engine I'm bringing with me. It's actually 2011 when I brought this, so it's 10 years old, and this will be the last time where I use the stihl Kombi engine. Because it died on me literally after I just finished filming this part. The engine cut out on me and couldn't get it to restart, and since then I've took it to my repair guy, who has told me that it has popped a valve, and I was there with him. He had to look through it. It's not really worth repairing, as I say, 2011, 10 years old. So yeah, I will be looking for a new engine for the Kombi. I haven't really looked into what I want to get yet, but it will be a stihl Kombi engine. Just makes sense. I've got all the attachments with it already, so it would be daft for me to go and buy something different at the minute. So yeah, that will be on my list this week to go and at some point get myself a new engine, because I'm going to need it. I've got a lot of hedge cutting coming up, so yeah, I need to spend some money. Turn it off for a second, the edge cutter, and I can't pull that now. Something's gone wrong in the coil, in the mechanism. When you pull it to, that's just seized right up. So it was all going too well. It was flying along that hedge, no trouble. So that'll be the end of that hedge cutting video for the time being. I will probably take this to the repair guy if he's about at the moment. Get him to have a look at it and go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, be good, and I will see you next time.